Hi guys, I know it's been a minute. I've had a lot going on, but I'm here and I'm ready to do my makeup. It is my anniversary, my 3-year anniversary, and we're just gonna go out to dinner and I'm gonna do my makeup with you guys. As you can see, I already did my hair. You can't see what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing like light wash ripped jeans, and then this is like a loose shirt, and like down here it has like these. Here, let me see if I can stand up on the edge of my bed frame. This might not go good. Fit check. And I'm gonna wear like these beachy kind of chunky-ish shoes, but yeah, I kind of have to hurry up, so let's just get into it. So I'm gonna start with my skin, and I'm thinking like glow. I'm more into, like, I think everyone is, like, natural glowy skin. Not natural, like, looks like makeup, but like more fresh. So I'm starting with my Mint Melt Primer because I love that fresh look, but I have oily skin, so I have to make sure all those glowy products are gonna stick, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm thinking like glowy fresh skin, and I want to do like chocolatey sparkly eyes, but not like intense chocolatey sparkly eyes. Like, I mean, I guess you're gonna see. I have like it in my head, I don't know how to explain it. And I just realized I forgot a product, so I'll be right back. So now I'm gonna fill in my pores a little bit because, again, oily skin, bigger pores. If you have large pores, it usually means that you have oilier skin because there's a bigger outlet for your sebum to come out. That's technically what it's called. Your sebaceous glands produces the oils in your hair and your face and stuff. So yeah, usually people with dry skin have small pores and they don't have enough of that, so that's kind of the science behind that. But yeah, this is gonna fill in my pores, make you look smoother. This is the Tarte, I always forget the name, Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's like the e.l.f. one, but better. I do love the e.l.f. one, but mine is like pretty much empty and like gross and full of little like hot hairs and stuff, so I don't want to use it. I usually just use this in my T-zone. I used to do like my tinted moisturizer and then I would do my concealer, but sometimes I like to do my concealer first because it has like a fuller coverage, and I'll blend it everywhere, and then I'll go in where like what is left with my pretty fresh tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna use my Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Absolutely love this. This and the e.l.f. Camo Concealer are my favorite concealers I've ever used. This is in the color 20N Light, and then in the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, I'm going to use 10N on the rest of my face. I'm going to just blend it all the way down so that you can't see where the concealer stops. So we got all of the liquids on. You see how I did that? I don't really know how to explain it, but I just feel like I really like it. I feel like I use less products like that, even because that concealer goes a long way. Almost gives me like a natural bronzing look because I pretty much only use this darker tinted moisturizer on the outer portions of my face rather than putting it everywhere and then like highlighting. I don't really know. It's pretty much the same thing in reverse. So to set my under eyes, I'm using my Kylie powder. I'm trying to use this up. I do like it, but I know that it's like technically discontinued since she like, sorry, I'm feeling like hairs all over my face. Since she like rebranded, well not rebranded, but like reformulated all of her products. So I'm gonna set my under eyes with that. I went ahead and used that on my T-zone too. I always like to use whatever powder on my under eyes and my whole T-zone because it just feels right to me. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild photofocus powder because I assume we're going to take a picture and I want to see if this is like better for that. We shall see. I'm going to be light-handed though because I want to stay looking glowy. Okay, and to bronze, I'm going to use my Jaclyn bronzer and blush duo. This is a really glowy, pretty bronzer. Here's what it looks like. I use the shade Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. I was watching Nicole Guerrero and she was talking about how she doesn't really, I'm pretty sure, how she like only wears blush now and not bronzer, and I was like, I could never. I feel like naked without bronzer. But you know, maybe I should try that one day. Should I do a video doing my makeup with no bronzer? Would you guys want to see that? I don't think I can do it. I never nose contour. I don't know why. I just like messily go over my nose to add some color. Okay, and for blush, I think I'm just gonna use the blush in here. I mean, why not? Because I'm doing a pretty neutral eye, so, and it's pretty and glowy, so let's do that. Or do I want to try using the blush out of this transition palette, like Chris and Dominique recommends? Do I want to do that instead? I already put this on my blush. Because I'm gonna do glittery eyes, so maybe I should do, yeah, you're right, I'm right. I should do what I'm saying. Let's try the blush out of here. This brush is nice and small, so let's try this little e.l.f. brush. I like that. It's not like extreme or anything, but I feel like it adds a really natural looking cheek color. By natural, I don't mean like the finish or anything. I mean like it looks like an actual real cheek flush, if that makes sense. Because I have very flush cheeks like naturally, so I'm familiar with that. I like to put my blush up really high and be messy with it. I like everything to look very diffused with my makeup, like as one. I don't want you to be able to see bronzer, blush, highlight. I'm sure I've said that a million times, but if you're new here and you want to know why I look so messy with it, that is why. I love that as a blush. I'm very much into that. Let me get a good look at myself. Now, to really add the glow, the Jaclyn Hill Brighten Up powder. What is this actually called? Like the line of it. The Luminous powder. It's her face powder collection. It looks different now because this was like the OG limited edition one, but she relaunched it to her permanent line. So it's the same product. My color is Brighten Up. I'm taking it on a fluffy brush and I'm going to put it all over the high points of my face before I go in with a more concentrated situation. This is a Real Techniques 227. I love this for anything that requires like a light diffused hand. See the difference? Beautiful. If you happen to know anything from the drugstore that is like this, please let me know. I'm on the hunt for products like this. I love it. Christina! I forgot something else. Will you grab it for me? I'm gonna just put some clear brow gel in my brows before I force my sister to grab something for me so I don't have to move. In there, there's like a highlight that's like, looks like a gradient. I got my BoxyCharm top drawer. No, it's like pink and orange and gold and shiny, like a gradient product. It's long like this. It should be like some, yeah, that. And for like the tippity tops of my cheeks, I've been really liking this from my BoxyCharm, which this is the first highlight from my BoxyCharm that I've actually really liked. This is the, here, let me show you the top. The Touch and Soul, right? Is that the brand of this? Yes. Pretty Filter Glowdient Makeup Palette. Packaging, amazing, gorgeous. Various skin tones could use it. You could use it on your eyes. I use it on my corners a lot, but I'm gonna go in like these three-ish, like that. Cap it off a lot. I'm just gonna put it at the tops of my, high points of my face, but like very carefully. I don't want it to look crazy. Okay, and that's it for the skin. Oh, I put clear brow gel in my eyebrows before I actually applied that, if you noticed it. But now I'm gonna fill in my brows really quick. Benefit Precisely My Brow 3.5. My eyebrow, that was very quick for me. Usually my eyebrows I feel like are so much harder, but I recently like tweezed them and like shaved them, and I have been growing them out, so maybe that's why. Maybe I finally got them at like a good shape. I feel like when you have your eyebrows at the right shape, it's way easier to do them. Do you guys feel like that? Like when they're freshly groomed? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, now for the eyes. And the reason I want to do my eyes like this is because one, it's going to be really easy because I kind of did it before, but I'm going to add a twist. And two, I really like this product, so I'm going to show you guys. Shout out to Auntie Sarah. I'm going to put her YouTube channel on the screen. She is my aunt. I love her to death. We both have a makeup obsession. She sent me this palette as a cosmetology school graduation gift because she knew I was wanting it, and this palette is amazing. This is the shade I used for my blush, by the way. But I'm gonna do like a matte eye with this first. So I'm gonna start with caramel right in my crease. And I'm using a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH35. I really want to get a new brush set. There's nothing wrong with my brushes. I just feel like I want to try new ones for you guys and for myself because I feel like I'm using a lot of old eyeshadow brushes. Like, I don't know. I mean, they work great and everything, but actually, real quick, I'm just gonna set with Frothy to make sure everything will blend nice and good. Cause I can't stand. I will literally like. Because I do my eyes last, right? So if it goes wrong, I'm just fucking, my makeup looks like shit. But anyways, back into caramel. Have you guys watched the Gossip Girl reboot on HBO Max? I've been. And I feel like, so I loved it at first. And then by like episode 3, I was like, eh. And then now I'm like back into it. Like, okay, it's going to be great. Because I thought that it was like going too smoothly. But they finally threw some drama in there. And I'm like, okay. But anyways, it's really good. Obviously, nothing will compare to the original, but it's really good. They have a lot of references to the original, so like if that makes you want to watch it more, there is those, some pretty crazy ones actually, and yeah, it's really good. I mean, they talk about a lot of like modern stuff in there. They reference the pandemic, so it's as if it was happening right now. So yeah, it's really good. There's 6 episodes out so far, and according to Google last night, because I wanted to figure out how many episodes there was going to be, because it comes out every Thursday, and I was like, oh god, that was like a crazy episode. I hope that wasn't like the end. But according to Google, there's going to be 12, so it's like halfway through right now. But I love HBO Max. That's like my favorite streaming subscription right now, because all the shows on Netflix besides Outer Banks that I just finished, I finished them all. I'm waiting for like new seasons. So yeah, I need like a, I'm gonna take a little bit of this natural shade right here to like buff out that caramel. Anyways, I'm also watching Game of Thrones. Yes, I know I'm late. It's for the first time. I'm on season 5. It's an amazing show. Impeccable detail. Definitely some crazy scenes that I can't comprehend how they filmed it. Sorry about that. My alarm went off, which means I need to hurry up. So let me stop talking about TV. Anyways, you should get HBO because it's very good. Now, I got that crease shade. HBO Max, I'm sorry. Now I'm going to put like a chocolatier color on my lid, but I don't know if I want to put it all over or just at the base. Let's do it at the base. I'm going to take this brush. This is kind of newish, like not super old. This is an Alamar Cosmetics brush, and I love these brushes, but she doesn't have very many, or maybe she does. I only have like 3 or 4, I think, from BoxyCharm, and you see how it is? Kind of like fat-ish. I'm going to take coffee beans right here, and I'm going to, against my lash line. Then I'm going to take this brush. It's like really flimsy. This is a Luxie 237. And I'm going to take, let's do a mix of these two right here to blend. Just blend over that. Okay, and I want a little more depth in my crease, so I'm gonna use the same brush actually because I like the density of it. And I'm gonna go into a very light hand of mocha, which is like a warmer version of coffee bean, and I'm gonna like lightly put it through my crease, almost connecting it right there. And you see how I added like that nice eye contour? This still looks good, but this makes it just a little more. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back and forth with those same colors and those same brushes. I might use a finer brush on my lash line until I work up the right depth. Oops, maybe one like this. And then I will show you how we're gonna make this next level beautiful, okay? Okay, and for the inner corner, I'm gonna take this same thing and I'm just gonna go into a mix of these two with my pinky. And then I'm gonna take this brush, which is a Lexi 209 large shader brush, and I just like to tap into my highlight to do my brow bone. I'm gonna take some of my NYX glitter glue, and then I'm gonna take All Lit Up. This is a loose glimmer powder from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This was in her Valentine's Day mystery box. These are not available anymore, but there's so many products like this on the market that I'm still gonna show you it. ColourPop makes loose pigments, MAC makes loose pigments, NYX makes loose pigments. I'm trying to think other ones off the top of my head. Pretty much everyone does. Now these ones are exceptional in my opinion. I used it for the first time the other day, like this specific color, because I have 3. And I'm obsessed. I feel like it's the perfect topper to an easy matte eye look. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I usually put a little bit of the glue on the back of my hand. And I sure hope that she makes these like permanent one day in her line, because I really like them. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna just tap it. And you know how we kind of created that shape we did there with those darker colors? I kind of want to keep the glitter, well, the eye topper in that space where the darkness isn't. I feel like that was a terrible sentence. I want to keep the glitter in the lighter portions of my eye, is what I'm freaking trying to say. Now our eye is going to be nice and tacky. Use this same large shader brush. The bigger brush you use and the fluffier it is, the more loosely it's going to be packed on. I'm not packing this on. I want it to be like a light glimmery coat. So here's what it looks like. And you can, I'm going to go into the lid. I feel like that's the best way to make sure you don't get too much. It's on my brush and I'm just going to tap it on. Do you see that? Do you see that? So freaking easy. I feel like look at this eye. It looks great. I love this. Classic. Beautiful. But this is like, oh, yeah. It does kind of get all over your face, so I can see why you'd want to do your eyes first. But I just like brush it off after. Here, we can just use this little fluffy brush, guys, talking about earlier. Just brush it off. And if it bothers you that it got like in your crease a little bit, just take a brush and it'll wipe away really easily, because you only put the glue in those spots. So there it is. And if you're like, oh, I want it to be a little more intense in the middle, you just add a little more glue, a little bit on top, and boom. But I like it exactly where it's at, so I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and then I'm gonna do my mascara, and then we'll do our lips. If you can't tell, I'm in a rush. Yes, always. I suck at being on time. Okay. Oh, first we're gonna do, not first. I'm getting stressed. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna do black tight line only, so my lashes like nice and thick, but my eyes still look kind of open. This is one makeup tip that I cannot explain. Do it how it works for you. I look like I'm being possessed, but it's the slightest difference, but it's gonna give like the illusion that your lashes are longer, if that makes sense. First, setting spray. Let's do Morphe because I'm gonna look fresh. I really want to try the Desi spray. My sister has it. She says it's so good. Now, mascara. We're going to do lash primer, the main mascara, both drugstore, L'Oreal, Voluminous primer, lash little mascara. They're beat up because I love them. And then I'm going to do, we'll see how they come out. I might do a coat of my Lily Lashes, what is the name of this? Triple X to make them look nice and thick because your girl don't like falsies. Okay, here we go. I mean, I love them. I think they look great. I just suck at them, so I don't like them for myself. Like using lash primer makes a world of a difference. I stopped doing it for a minute there, and then I was like, well, why did I ever do such a thing? Okay, time for lips. For lips, we're gonna do Jamie Genevieve's lip technique. I think I talked about this on my TikTok, but I don't think I've talked about it on my YouTube. But you take a darker liner first, and then you go over it with a lighter liner, and it just does something quite magical. This is e.l.f. Retro Paradise. They came in like a set, so they don't have names, but it's the darker one that came in that set. Now watch. I'm gonna go over it and like watch what it does. Tell me if you see it. I don't know, I just really like it. I feel like it adds depth. And then I just wanted something simple, so I thought we would try out this lip oil that I got my BoxyCharm from Basie Beauty, B-A-S-I-E. It's just like a clear lip oil. That smells really good. It actually smells exactly like another lip oil that I got my BoxyCharm that is a completely different brand, so I thought that was interesting. And voila. Does that look weird? The lips? Like, does it look like enough? We don't have time, so that's it. Here, let me give you the what I look like. Okay, here's the finished look. I love these eyes. I feel like I'm not someone who likes to repeat eye looks, but I will repeat this. I feel like this is, if you can get this down pat, you could wear it every day with or without the glitter stuff. And it's just like, it's so, I feel like it would be flattering on anyone. So, yeah. Also, I did my hair. I used to always like curl away from my face, like curl away, and then curl away. And I liked it, but I've recently been doing curl away, curl towards, like alternating, and I really like it. So let me know if you'd want to see a hair tutorial on that, because growing up, I had a very hard time curling my hair. I would cry. My mom had to do it for me until I was, no joke, probably like 15. So yeah, I mean, maybe that could help somebody, so let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave video suggestions, please. I want to know. Don't be afraid to ask how boring it is, how basic it is, what would be helpful, what would be entertaining. It doesn't have to be just beauty. It could be about food, it could be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this look. I hope you're having an amazing day. Please pray for the world. There is a lot going on all over the place. I often feel guilty enjoying myself because of it, and it's something that I struggle with. And if we could all just spread love and peace and just pray for each other, I think it would go a really long way. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.